Bye-bye American cream pie, the day music television died. And did the Epstein files ruin the legacy of Michael Jackson? This is the Afterview. Welcome to the Afterview. In 2025, we have lost MTV. It's like the 90s are truly dead. Here's today's history lesson. The MTV moon landing. Bigger than the original. MTV launched in August 1981 and landed on the moon. And unlike the moon landing from 1969, this one did not happen on a soundstage. For a short period of time, it looked like VJs was going to replace DJs. And now, neither one of them exists. At first, it was a bunch of Asian white rockers trying to live their glory days. But then came Prince. Then came Michael Jackson and other black musicians and artists. And they broke through the color barrier and became mainstreamed through MTV. Unfortunately, this popularized a nasty stereotype that white men can't dance. Yeah, if we can't dance, then what's this? In 1984, the Music Video Awards had its cherry popped by Madonna's Like a Virgin, and now she sacrifices virgins to the devil. In the 90s, MTV got very serious. I remember when I was a kid and I heard about Kurt Cobain allegedly committing suicide. We all still think it's that woman. It was also this time that MTV got political with Rock the Vote. I remember when Al Donnelly almost lost the election because of something he did, man. Seriously, he just went up there and started screaming, "Kill Whitey" for some reason. I don't know. It was a wild election season. Then, in the mid-90s, Beavis and Butthead appeared on MTV, and the collective IQ of America dropped 10 points. By the 2000s, MTV started to die a slow death, going from showing music videos to reality television. It went from Rock the Vote to smash a beer can over your head at the Georgie Shore. Let's face it, the only good thing that came out of MTV in the last 20 years was The Miz. Thank you, MTV. We're going to miss you. We'll be right back after this commercial break. 2026, it's time to smash the vote! Oh, cool, it's Smash the Vote now? I was worried we were going to call it the original title. Raw Dog the Vote. Seriously, man, how dirty all politics is? You may want to wear a condom. Don't raw dog the vote. What is this, a voting booth or a glory hole? So, where are we smashing the vote this year, man? I picked Central Pennsylvania, but it's 570, you know. Makes sense to do it here, right? So, anyway, Michael Jackson and Mick Jagger were both in the Epstein files. Seriously, Donald, what did the king of pop ever did to you? Does this have to do with the kid from Home Alone 2 trying to get you canceled and removed from the movie? Man, I hate to break it to you. Michael Jackson and that kid had a falling out years ago. So the question on everybody's mind is, does appearing in the Epstein files ruin the legacies of Michael Jackson and Mick Jagger? What? No. Full disclosure, I was in prison when Michael Jackson died, and the whole cell block did not give a damn that he was a pedophile. Hell, half of them were probably pedophiles, man. But the whole cell block was screaming, "Woohoo! Yeah!" And like grabbing themselves and doing all sorts of Michael Jackson stuff, man. You hear people in the cells going, "Yeah, Michael, no, Michael, no, Michael." Of course, that could be something else going on. Not real stuff going on in prison, you know? I mean, to understand Michael Jackson, you gotta remember that his father was a ruthless bastard who chemically castrated him because he was afraid that if Michael grew up, he was going to lose his falsetto. To be fair though, he already did have a tenor and a bass. In many ways, Michael Jackson was the first trans kid. Don't ask me what he was transitioned into. So remember the tragic life of Michael Jackson and respect the king of pop, okay? But we all know when Halloween comes around and someone puts on fur, we all be popping. So yeah, I don't care that he was on Epstein's island or whatever. I'm pretty sure no babies were harmed. I love you, Michael. But not in like a Neverland Ranch kind of way, just in a perfectly hetero way. As far as Mick Jagger is concerned, let me quote you, Mick Jagger, right here. I can see that you're 15 years old. No, I don't want your ID. And I can see that you're so far from home, but it's not a hanging matter. It's no capital crime. Actually, Mick, it is a capital crime. But in all seriousness, it probably helped his legacy. I mean, the only disappointment is that he had to pay a 15-year-old for once. Back in my day, baby, they would just do you for free. The guy was always kind of a creep. So, what's the big deal? And I guess this is why I don't really care about the Epstein stuff. Look, all these girls are 15 years old and up, man. That's not pedophilia. That's statutory prostitution. Look, I'm not saying grooming young girls is a good thing. It's not. It's terrible and people shouldn't do it. But I remember when I was 15 years ago and I was trying to ask a girl out, she told me I was too young, that she only dated guys in their 40s, man. She was 15. So yuck, this stuff happens all the time, man. Hey, just ask the guys singing Michael Jackson songs in the cell blocks. At the end of the day, their only crime is they didn't have Mick Jagger money. And just remember, Elton John is hanging out at Buckingham Palace. I heard that's where you get the adrenochrome. Let's take a break from the news. So, Raw was on last night, and I'm going to save most of my ranting for later. You can check out tomorrow's episode for that. What I gotta say about CM Punk in the main event. Got some Steiner math to do for y'all. But the rest of the show was great. I really liked the Kabuki Warriors using their championship to Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. That was pretty cool. Becky Lynch finally regaining that title. I mean, that Maxine Dupree, man. That Maxine Dupree is hot, right? I mean, I'm not saying anything. But look, it was a good show. But I got a whole thing to talk about with the whole Gayle things scenario and all that, man. That's going to be tomorrow's show. Well, you all have a good day. And this has been The Afterview.